Police say a 17-year-old died from a gunshot wound he suffered earlier this month in South Knoxville. That teenager, whose name hasn't been released, spent the last couple of weeks in the hospital. WBIR spoke today to a woman who says that boy lived with her before his death. She calls the shooting a tragic accident, saying the victim and his friend found a gun. It fired, striking that teenager and eventually killing him. His death marks the 33rd this year tied to gunfire in Knoxville. That matches the city's all-time record high. Reporter Mary Klingler spoke to community leaders agonizing over the rash of gun violence.
Knoxville may be divided by word, but we're one big community. So every time we lose a child, Knoxville, Knox County loses a child.
Police say a 17-year-old died this week after being shot September 8th in South Knoxville. That brings the year's total number of gun-related deaths to 33, our record high. Former state representative Rick Staples, an advocate for groups including 100 Black Men of Knoxville, says it's going to take more than just words to stop the violence.
And come together and figure out how we can actually solve it beyond speeches and put action steps in place that have financial support long term.
Financial support toward local organizations that work with our youth.
These organizations have over 30 years of service working with our youth, but they struggle each and every year financially to reach our young people.
Organizations like Emerald Youth Foundation. It's a place facilities coordinator Nathan Harvey says he wished he had growing up.
Got into a lot of trouble as a youth, in and out of juvenile.
He says at age 11, after his stepfather and role model took his own life, he then found comfort in the family aspect of a gang where he sold drugs and eventually spent 8 years in prison for it.
If I look back at my upbringing and ask myself what would have helped me not get into a lot of trouble, you know, the answer would probably be, you know, if I had a place like Emerald Youth Foundation to come to.
In Knoxville, I'm Mary Klingler.
That advocate is sharing his testimony.
That's right. He hopes in influencing young people by tempted by violence, he says, that they can choose a different path.